Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of the Weekly Tangent here on YouTube. This is Greg and Brooks. Well, I don't know. You used to be Brooks. We're part of a team, and we're kind of excited for a little bit of the Borderlands 3 that's dropping tonight. It doesn't work. Yeah, there's always problems with masks and any kind of studio special effects we try to do here.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, how you been, man? Since you're back from the wasteland or Borderlands or wherever. No, what's it called? What's the planet?
Pandora?
Pandora, that's the one. Pandora. How's Pandora been?
We will know in 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours preloaded. I know our buddy Scott, he was talking about it preloaded. So
yeah,
you guys may try to jump on tonight and get a little bit in, I imagine. Or at least take a look at it. I mean,
yeah, I think there should be some people on tonight. We'll kind of go from there when I get home.
Awesome.
That's kind of the plan, though. We talked about it off camera. I'm still kind of neck deep in Control, but didn't get finished in time, and this is coming out, so I think we'll probably play.
Yeah, I know that's how it works. Yo, what's up, Fat Old Gamers and Baltimore Actual and Fixed Star? Welcome, guys. Welcome to everyone. I know we're trying to get through this and get everything up and running. It's good to see you, though, man. Bandit Psycho Brooks. That's who it is. Scott, I think Scott was using the wrong account. That's why it showed up Fat Old Gamers. Anyhow, that's free promotion for myself. Okay. We've got 2 games we're going to play tonight. We've got...
Both brand new.
Both brand new, actually. Unrailed launched this week in Baltimore. John and I have been playing that and talking about it with you, as well as Fat Old Gamers has also played with us. And then we've also got Blasphemous.
Blasphemy?
Blasphemous.
Okay.
Blasphemous. And that launched this week as well on all platforms, and all the Switch gamers, YouTubers, were all over that. Like, they were...
Okay.
Everybody was streaming it. So I figured, well, we've got it. We've got it on Steam, PC, or whatever, so let's take a look at it tonight.
Yep. That
was not me. Yeah, there you go. Checking analytics earlier. Oh, that was you. Ah, gotcha. That was not Scott. That was you. Okay, man. All right. But we've got a lot of news as well. Tokyo Game Show kicked off this week. We've actually got a friend of mine and yours over there who's actually doing some videos.
Yeah, I think he leaves...
He left... he leaves...
tomorrow morning.
Yes, he gets there... morning of the first day of the consumer show.
Yeah.
Yeah, of Tokyo Game Show, which I've been there. I've actually had a chance to go.
Yeah, I've not been.
It was the year before you and I met each other, starting at Real.
Okay.
When I was with Wider then.
Puts me at 17 or 18 years old.
So I figured that's how long ago I was at Tokyo Game Show. It was a hell of a long time. Thanks for the welcome. Welcome, Fixed. Yeah, so, as like I said, welcome, Fixed Star. We're happy to have you back every week, man. Tokyo Game Show is bringing some much needed gaming news. And that's a joke, by the way. We always have plenty of gaming news. But
well, yeah, it came up.
Here, why don't we flip this over?
It came up earlier this week, and then in the morning we just got inundated. It was we were talking about some Neo stuff. Final Fantasy did a big thing.
It was coming out of nowhere.
So I had miscommunicated somewhat because I had sort of planned that I thought the reveals were coming during the consumer portion, but they came during the business portion.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty much like E3 or Gamescom. There's the press events that happen, right before the show, and they get out there, and obviously Death Stranding was one of the big ones.
Yeah. At 11,
you watched what?
11:30 last night for the first time. They'd sort of shown this weird trailer off, I don't know, here at Gamescom, then we got to see it down at PAX.
Yeah.
Where you're kind of walking around. He actually sat down for basically an hour and played the game. And he warned everyone this is ultra basic.
Yeah. So we're not trying to spoil it. If you don't want to know,
we're not even really going to talk about it. We're just going to sort of acknowledge that for anyone out there, he's gone and played. He has shown some preliminary mechanics. The game looks...
Now, you did look at it. You did.
I watched.
He was playing it. Kojima was actually playing it?
So, he was commentating it.
Gotcha. Somebody else was running it.
It was kind of strange because all week they'd been talking about this. They'd been talking about it on his English account because he has an English account and a Japanese account.
Gotcha.
Then Sony's accounts were talking about this. Kojima Productions account was talking about this. And then when all the North American viewers tuned in last night, there was no translator. So he played this game and everything that they talked about was in Japanese, but like the UI is in English. And
interesting. Okay.
And the characters are all American, or more. So I mean, like Del Toro and Sato are not.
I mean, it's. But I get it. Like, it's not like shocking. That's the way it's working.
So then his assistant had to get online this morning and be like, the English version is coming. But I just blew past it and I just tried to make of it what I could. It visually looks stunning, and I will let everybody else go fish through the details of what the mechanics of the game are. It looks cool.
Yeah, with these kind of games, and we've said this before, we've got a lot of news to crank through, so we're going to jump to the next one. But lastly, on that, we've said before, there's tons of games that we've all played from Kojima, from Snatcher to, the last Metal Gear,
5.
And even PT, if you count that as like something that was out there. And he always does very unique things. So that's where it speaks for itself. I kind of I don't need to watch it. I'm waiting to see what happens.
Some people whined.
On launch day, November 8th.
Yeah, right? Some people whined and they were like, it's not this or that. And it's just, for anyone going into this that thought you were getting like a Fortnite clone, I apologize.
Yeah, I would probably say you were really misled if that's what you thought.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who that I know, or that probably you even know, or anybody else, that would think it's like some kind of battle royale simulator,
or just like whether it's like a looter or whatever it is, just be stoked that it's like he's trying to do a brand new thing, and if this, God forbid, if this doesn't turn out to be like the best game of all time, I mean, people are going to kill him anyways.
Yeah,
right? type of stuff.
That's the trouble you run into, right?
We're fine. We'll look forward to playing that.
I gotta figure out how do you tab in full screen on that thing? Is it tab?
Yes, you should be able to.
No.
Control tab?
Yes. So the next thing was, as Brooks stated, Neo 2, they showed the boss. They basically showed video gameplay in one of the bosses.
And then they kind of talked about the release date of this finally, because that was also really gray, because for the longest time they were saying this game was coming out this year.
Yeah.
Which we personally didn't believe,
I didn't expect that, yeah. I'm excited for it. I like the first one. The only thing that we had a complaint on was coming off of playing Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, 2...
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
We played some DLCs in there.
Not being able to play co-op together really was a downfall. You could play it, but you had to beat the level.
Which kind of defeated the purpose of if somebody needed help.
Yeah, it just wasn't as... It was missing that. As a single-player experience, it was great. Again, I know a lot of people give the Surge some grief, but... The Surge is good. Neo's good. I mean, if you like Bloodborne mechanics, you got a lot of options. And funny enough, we're going to play, or not Bloodborne, if you like Dark Souls Bloodborne.
From software games.
From software mechanics. You're going to have a lot of good options. You've got Neo 2 coming. You've got the Surge 2 coming. You've got Code Vein coming. Down the road,
we're about to trip right into that.
Yeah, there's some other things, and even Blasphemy, a 2D platformer,
right?
Side-scrolling platformer is Dark Souls. I mean, the game looks like Dark Souls,
right?
Yeah, so that's another one that we're looking at. Those are the two big things out of Tokyo Game Show right now. I'm sure there's tons of other things. There's Final Fantasy news. There's all that.
People were excited about FF7. There's some smaller details, but those were kind of the few big things that we saw that we thought we would touch on briefly.
Yeah. Oh, you never got into Baltimore. You never got into Neo. Neo you can get now for $9 probably on some of those Sony sales.
Oh, yeah.
It's super cheap. Yeah. I don't know on Steam. It might be a little bit more expensive. I think the cheapest I've seen on Steam is $19.99 on sale.
It didn't get that, because what do they call it on PlayStation? They deem it, is it player's choice? Where the games get listed at $19. Did it make that?
No. I don't believe so. I think it's just been on sale during some of their big digital sales for $9.99 and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're in the right place for games. Yep, that's what we talk about. So the next thing we were going to cover, oops, I almost hit the wrong one, was Project Resistance. Now, this is something Brooks and I touched on last week because he had actually been invited to LA to go play the game in like this secret co-op or secret ambassador program.
Real quick, Neo is a PlayStation Hits game. I just checked.
Oh, it is. So it's $19.99 all the time.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So you'll probably even be able to find it cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talked about this last week, and you were invited down to LA, but didn't end up going. Mm-hmm. But they put out more details on it. So it is a Dead by Daylight.
It is.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Evolve kind of
yes.
mechanic.
Yep.
1v5 or 1v4.
4v1.
4v1.
Yep.
However they want to say it. So that's something that we're kind of interested in as well. Because all of us, I mean, at least you and I believe Baltimore, big fans of Resident Evil. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that's going to be a problem getting people to play this game, based upon it's a Resident Evil franchise. The problem is going to be, is it a good Resident Evil franchise?
Yeah,
which is always the question.
As a part of that ambassador thing, you had to fill out this questionnaire, which I think is sort of you have a chance to get into the beta. So I filled it out for October 4th. I would play it if I got invited. And I'm curious, but of course, what I really wanted was Outbreak 3, where we're all running around online together. The PvP part of this, I don't play that much PvP.
It would be nice to see PvP. But it would also be nice to see a story associated with the thing too. I agree with that. I think that it would have been interesting to see, and we've talked about this, it would have been interesting to see a clone, like a Outbreak File 3, which was, Outbreak was the online game on the PS2 a long time ago. So I think it would have been interesting to see that.
Yeah, right. And and again, maybe some of this was, I'll blame myself of thinking of perhaps getting a little excited about something I didn't know anything about. This game would have been cool to me right here as let's put this in Resident Evil 3 Remake and release that as one package. Right? This is a standalone
I think this should have
game.
been something on its, it should have been something tied in with another game. Yeah, I agree with that.
And it's in the past.
The way it is now.
And in the past, because they've done those Resident Evil, what were they called? Was it called Mercenaries? That 4 and 5 and 6 did. That was kind of this points-based co-op strategy shooter type of thing, right?
Correct. Yep.
So this to me screamed add-on, not full game. But I mean, Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight and those kind of async PvP games are pretty popular, because
they're really popular. I mean, Baltimore, I know he's been playing Dead by Daylight with Stranger Things, right? They're getting much more support from these movie studios and things like that because it's kind of associated with that, but companies outside of games are supporting them for sure.
Yeah, and then because Sony even commissioned, I want to say, what is it? Alphonic to make that Predator Hunting Grounds game. It's an exclusive multiplayer PlayStation game. They just showed this off. Yeah, and that's the same thing. It's one person plays as Predator and everybody else plays as not Predator?
That's kind of the way the Predator Hunter or whatever it's called is. Yep. That's what they're calling it, right? Predator Hunter? I thought that's what it was. Hunting Grounds. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see about this, or our interest will continue. We'll follow this as they update
as fans of the franchise, kind of thing, and all that. Yeah, for sure. Next story, we've got Apple did an announcement this week.
Pivoting a little bit here,
a little bit different, along the lines of all the other announcements that were hit. Kind of what the games are, kind of what this is, what that is. Tons of stuff this week.
Yeah.
But Apple Arcade is coming out, and they're putting this is going to be $4.99 a month.
Yep.
It's going to be on September 19th, available for Apple phones, Apple laptops or MacBooks, and iPads and the iTV.
You can even play on the TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going to get 50 games, roughly about, they're saying.
Yep.
And they actually have a very interesting game in there
They've got a few, yeah.
Yeah, from Fringy, I think it is. And that one, I've been looking for it. It's been talked about for quite some time. It's Overland, and Overland is kind of a survival game. It's a survival game. It's one person survival in a kind of post-apocalyptic world. It just has a unique design. I don't know how to explain it. It's like this very like low detail gameplay design and just looks really interesting. And they, it's for games that if you like Sheltered, which we've talked about on here, we have on the service.
Right.
If you like Sky Hill, we have on the service that's out there as well. So any of those types of games, you're going to like that game. So they've already got and that game comes out the 19th. So Apple has got it the exact same day included in their membership that it comes out on Steam for probably $20. So it's going to be interesting to see how they compete. That was the big, kind of question mark there is you've got these types of titles coming out, these topper indie games along with other unique games. And now they're only $4.99 to access, for the entire month. So that's pretty crazy.
Just everyone give them another 5 spot.
Yeah, just give us $5 more and we'll share it out with people. It's pretty interesting. I mean, they've definitely got the pull to do that type of stuff, right? So it's not like surprising, but it's just, you look at it and you're like, wow, that's pretty interesting if you can already start pulling in some bigger titles.
Yeah, they've got Exit the Gungeon, which they're calling a dungeon climber.
Yeah, it's built off of the Enter the Gungeon,
right.
So this is Exit the Gungeon, and it's kind of a climber 2D instead of the more 3D-esque type shooter mechanic. Yeah, not an Apple user, but it's cool. Yeah, it'll be interesting to try. I know Brooks and I both, we supported Apple products. We've got basically everything they have. You don't have an iPad yet, but you've kind of gone even different ways with it. So I've got, I think, everything except the newest phone, which you have. So we'll see. I don't know. Give it a try. It's interesting that they're getting into the games a little bit more than just, hey, we're going to distribute these small mobile games.
Yeah, we've talked about, you and I mean, coming from mobile, you and I talked about this for a really long time about them stepping into games. And if there's anyone uniquely qualified enough, I'm still curious about at some point, because even with the games they've shown, I really want them to try to swing and make a controller.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the games still fundamentally you play on this, which doesn't really have any buttons, right? And even if you play on like on an Apple TV where you've got a couple of buttons, they're uniquely qualified to maybe be, because cell phone game controllers have never been done in any mass way that was adopted, right?
No, yeah, they really haven't kind of all agreed on it yet. Now, the iTV, interesting enough, and I believe the iPhone support the Steam controller. Because Steam did an update to it. So if you got a Steam controller, and I believe that this is the arcade's supposed to help support, if the developer puts it in, PlayStation 4 controllers, 3 controllers.
They fought through the licensing
and
part of that.
And I forget what else, yeah. So it might be interesting. All right, next story. Oh, we went backwards. Sorry, folks. This way. We talked about this also last week. The Nintendo workout band?
Ring Fit.
Ring Fit. Ring Fit is an interesting thing. It's got looks like an armband, and then it's got the
Ring Con.
The ring thing itself.
The Ring Con is what they're calling it.
I like that they put everything as con behind everything they do.
Yeah. It was like when every DS game had to be, in some fashion, it was like something DS.
Yes.
But it wasn't
dual
just
screen,
DS. It was like they would have some ways of,
it was just denoting what it was kind of thing. But, we talked about this a little bit. This is their step into kind of having the, Wii Fit moment or ability to be able to get people engaged, older people, younger people, get them all playing the kind of the same thing. Figured it would be Switch Fit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Something like that. I don't know if it'll be as popular either. We'll see. It's going to be for a specific base of consumers.
Yeah, and this falls into that. I think this falls more into that category of, I don't know if I want to call it experiment for them.
Yep.
But it falls closer to Nintendo Labo than it does any type of like we're gonna turn zillions off of this thing. This
Yep.
is kind of a like, even the game that they showed off for it, this Ring Fit Adventure, where it's kind of like it's a game and you've got 40 abilities or moves and there's 20 worlds, but each ability is activated by some type of movement or exercise or routine or something along those lines.
Yep.
So,
yeah, no, it'll be interesting.
because what was the V1 of this was that balance board. Remember that? The Wii balance board.
I have the Wii balance board still. Mm-hmm. Yep, I've still got that. And then they had a Wii Fit pedometer thing you wore on your belt that would tell you how much you walked, and you could sync up, and it would sync like all your steps. And then they have had, didn't they have one more?
We looked at the picture of it. This never came out, but they even had that like that heart monitor that was one. It had the wire
the finger
on
thing.
that
Yeah,
you put, and they showed this off, and it never released. They never did anything with this, to my knowledge. But
so there was one more thing that they had made for the Wii. It was a third party that made it. I had one. I bought it for Howie and I to play around with, and it was basically a bike. It was like it was certain kind of, it was like a really cheap kind of almost plastic bike. There was some metal to it, but it was really cheap. I had to actually have it replaced once. But it came with a game where you went around and you cleaned up cans or something while you rode your bike.
The Exertainment Life Cycle? Not
the Life Cycle,
The Life Cycle, okay.
Yes. And then it also worked with Mario Kart. The one other game it worked with. Didn't work with anything else except Mario Kart and that where you go around the Eco Cycle game or whatever it was. Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
Okay.
I had one of those because Howie and I played around with it, and then we had to replace it, and then we ended up selling it. But who knows? Maybe they go for a lot. Let's see. What else do we have in news? Oh, I keep going back because I hit the wrong button. The last thing. Now, this is not the screenshot. No. I don't believe.
No.
But it's rumored that there's Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out.
Yeah, we'll put this in the bucket of rank speculation because they dropped some months ago. Some people found some Bully 2 screenshots.
Yep.
And those turned out to be fake.
Yep.
But today or last night, a series of a few images of what's alleged to be GTA 6 popped up online.
Yep.
Looks like this time we're going back to Vice City. Looks like
Gonna go back.
Looks like there's jetliners. So there might be some sort of transcontinental stuff, and then
that would be kind of cool.
And then it looks like it also takes place, instead of 3 different characters, it looks like 3 eras of time: 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
So this is all. Hey, if you want to do this,
speculation kind of thing. Yeah, none of it's confirmed, but it's interesting to speculate on what they're going to do with this stuff.
Yeah.
There's also a couple other things like the attention to detail. I hope they get into this. Like, you should be able to go into every home or every building or any of that stuff. Get down to that level. Can you do that? If it's going to be on the PlayStation 5, is it powerful enough for that? Like, attention to detail is what I expect to be the big thing from Rockstar on the next Grand Theft Auto.
I agree. Looking at the level of detail in Red Dead, just everything there was nuance.
Oh yeah.
Of almost everything in the game. You still couldn't walk in every house.
You were close, but yes.
You were close.
Yeah, they need to get to like where it's 100%.
But yeah, so that, this, I gotta think that, there's some big games coming out.
Oh yeah.
And even into, just stuff we know about, whether it's Cyberpunk. I think this is, in my mind, this is like this colossal monster of a game. That It's another one of these. Every single person I know will buy this that plays games. Everyone.
Yeah, and how long ago was Grand Theft Auto 5? 2013.
What was it? It was a PS3 game, right?
Yeah.
So
PS3, Xbox 360. I think it was 2013 or 2012.
September 17th, 2013.
There you go. So, Vice City was your favorite location, Baltimore? That's awesome. Fixed our why. I liked Vice City. I didn't mind it. I think that there were all good locations for what you did, right? Liberty City, Vice City,
Yeah.
San Andreas. What was the one in LA? Los Santos? No, that's different. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Los Santos. So I'm kind of, and they do have, we know that they've talked about like so many other parts of the world in it, like China. Wasn't there one Chinatown Wars? That was one. So they had flown in from China. They talk about like, connection to like some other parts of the world. So
I mean, there's even, if you want to go backwards into it, they've got a game that takes place in London.
Yeah.
I mean, all of these games,
London's there already.
All of these games deal in drugs that come from like South America.
Right. There's all these different places they could go with it. So looking for that, but I definitely think they got to focus on the attention to detail. And as my surprise here as we go into the last few minutes of news, I thought this was a pretty interesting story from BuzzFeed where they talked about like the level of detail that's surprising to other people that that game developers go to. The level of detail they do put in.
Okay.
So one of them is, do you know what this is from?
So let's see here. This looks like Aloy.
Yes.
From Horizon.
Yes. Aloy has imperfect
red
teeth and a three-dimensional uvula.
Okay.
Right? So, like, that's just something that if you look close enough, you can see. She doesn't have straight teeth, which kind of is a little interesting that you get. So the next one, know what that is?
Okay, so is this Far Cry 5?
Nope.
Water, open world.
Yep. No roads.
GTA's too obvious.
You're close.
What is this?
Red Dead 2.
Oh,
Red Dead 2, the water in Annesburg is polluted.
Oh, okay.
Out to a certain point where it would be.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's a little bit of detail into that. And obviously from Rockstar, that's what I was saying. I think Rockstar is going to be the one to put all the actual detail in there. So, you know what that one is?
Oh, this has got to be Uncharted 4.
Yep.
Right.
You know, if you just let Drake stand in front of the mirror, he will start to do poses.
You know, the portions of the game in Uncharted where you're in his house, I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get out of the house and go hunt some treasure.
Yeah.
So I have not seen this, no.
Yep. If he's there, a little bit of attention to detail. How about that? You know what that is?
I do. I'm spacing on the name of
Mass
the game,
Effect.
though. Okay.
Mass Effect.
No, that's not what I was thinking of.
This is Mass Effect. Mass Effect is set in 2185. The solar system that they are using there, that will be the precise layout of the solar system in 2185.
Okay. I believe that.
Yeah. So they went
assuming a asteroid doesn't come in and knock something off course or whatever.
Yeah, based upon what we know today.
Or we don't blow the sun up, but...
You know what that one is?
Okay, that's Metal Gear...
Yeah, Baltimore got that one, Mass Effect.
I don't know if this is Metal Gear 4 or Metal Gear 5. I think it's Metal Gear 4.
Metal Gear 5.
5, okay.
So part of the objective is to recruit soldiers. You know that.
Uh-huh.
All over the world. At the mother base, the soldier stations, they're universal power outlets.
Okay.
Because the soldiers come from all over the world.
Okay.
Little attention to detail. Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing here.
The gun was the giveaway on that one.
Yeah.
So.
What about
Division,
that?
This is easy.
There you go. Well, Division 2.
I mean, you put the logo in it.
Division 2. Is the one. When you shoot a sink, you see all the pipes and everything underneath the sink.
I believe that.
I think that's a little bit much, but okay, it's cool to have that.
I'm faring much better in this than I was in the Resident Evil games.
I know.
So this has got to be, let's see here, Dishonored 2?
It is Dishonored.
Dishonored 1.
Yep.
Okay.
And in this game, and you see this in a couple other games, but hard to see, but if you steal this decanter, this little thing right there, before the painting's done, it won't be in the painting later on when you see it.
Yeah, amazing.
They just go out of their way. That's going to go back. Here we go. You know this game.
I am playing this game right now. This is Control.
Have you seen the freshly mopped floors that are visibly wet and incredibly realistic?
I am not familiar with that detail in particular. I am very familiar with the janitor.
Yep.
Me and him have talked recently.
So as he's going around, you can actually see all of the wet floors mopped. Attention to detail, right?
Just a brief side note. It's when you jump to pick it up, once it's available everywhere on PC, I'm gonna come over to your house because I want to see this game on a 2080 because it looks amazing on my PlayStation 4 or Pro or whatever. So I can only imagine what this thing squeezes out on like a beefy PC. I'm sure it looks incredible.
Oh yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, Baltimore got that one too. Neither one of it. Well, you played this game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't play this game. Did you notice that the balloons around Luigi are the exact layout of the Super Nintendo?
When I played the game, Luigi was not in there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it was a post-launch ad, and I was kind of done with the game in a week or whatever.
Yep.
So
this is Mario Odyssey. Luigi's got the same pattern as the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep. Controller. The last one I thought was interesting. This is in Spider-Man. You're in New York City. There's a lot of Orthodox Jews.
Yep.
That walk around, hang out, pedestrians.
Okay.
And they're always around, and you don't notice this.
There's a day of the week.
There's a day of the week that they are not in the game, and that's because the Sabbath is on Saturday, and they're nowhere to be found.
Yep. Well.
So it's kind of a cool detail. That's like unique that, they would represent that faith in that way.
Yeah, and it's a real testament to, we talk about this in regards to like, whether it's from the stuff that game developers pulled off back in the day on older machines, of whether it was SNES or NES or Genesis, up to, and so what they squeezed out of machines now, and now they've got a little more wiggle room, or I guess when you can just like throw something on the RAM credit card or whatever in the game.
Yeah,
but
sure.
It's just,
you can run whatever you need.
Some of these games are just the level of intricacy and detail that these designers and producers go to is absolutely incredible.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. They make sure they pick all the details out and put them in there. So I put the link in chat, so if anybody wants to check it out, you can check out. There's 31 different ones that they've picked out. So we're only going to go through the top 10.
I fared pretty well on that one.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. Knowing that one's pretty interesting. You had to play the game to know this one. But let's jump over to the game. We haven't had a chance to play. We're gonna try to do maybe a half hour of Blasphemous, and then probably about 40 or 50 minutes of Unrailed, and see how it goes. But did you want to start us off?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
I was having
Let me get that running real fast.
I was having trouble with my browser tonight, and I don't know why I can't get chat to pull up. I think I finally got it working.
I'm always clicking the wrong stuff. There we go. And I think you can just hit that controller, and it will fire up for you. Let's jump over to the game. So this is Blasphemous. It just came out. It's a brand new game. It launched, it launched with us today. We put it up, and we actually have an interesting deal. If you want to go get it, you can get it if you're a member, for like $10 off compared to everywhere else. It's like $14.99.
$14.99 as opposed
just while we're doing this evening through the rest of the evening we're going to do that because we love these games, And I'm going to pull up the link here for everybody and drop it in.
So I've not played this at all. I've only looked at it as we were publishing it.
Yep.
This came to us via Team 17, I believe.
Yeah, Team 17 is the publisher. So if anybody wants to take a look at that, there's Blasphemous.
And what I know of this so far is I'm going to start a brand new game.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead. We were just playing around with it.
Yep.
Now, we haven't had a chance to hear the audio in this either because we don't play with audio on, so it doesn't echo. But I have to imagine all the detail they put into the actual game itself. Yeah, the trailer is really nice. I like it, Baltimore. Brooks does most of the trailers. We got those up right around the same time as the game went live today.
Yep. It was actually my apologies. I meant to have it up last night. But
Oh, no. No, this worked out well because we were going to be talking about it. Yeah, kind of funny. We spend a little bit of our day trying to track down. There's this company that steals our games sometimes called Game-Owl.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to give them any business, but we were trying to, like, teach them some lessons with YouTube and that stuff and doing some trickery.
Right.
So, yeah, we were trying to stop them from pirating the games that our developers put up there because the developers get nothing if you play it from them. If at least you play it for us for free, they get something.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that was our part of our gig today, so that's what took so long to get the actual stuff up for it. So it's got a good look. I mean, definitely it feels like Dark Souls. Maybe even a little bit more grim than Dark Souls.
Okay.
Like Dark Souls meets Agony, which was a whole... I don't know about that game. Wasn't my favorite. Where'd my chat go? It disappeared on us. Oh, there it is. So obviously you play as a fallen soldier or knight or something with a long hat, helmet. He can't roll because his helmet's so big.
Okay.
So he slides. Try to see why we've got some noise in our microphones.
Use the flask already. Good job. What a waste.
I don't know what that would be, but thank you, Baltimore, for mentioning that. Seems like we've got a whine or a high-pitched whine in our microphones. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to mute temporarily on this. Let's see if it fixes it.
Yeah, let's see if that fixes it. Baltimore, do you hear that anymore? Is it Brooks? I'll mute then after him. See if we can figure this out. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, so that's your flame, or your bonfire back there. You have to light it. We've never seen that trick before. Fixstar, I don't use Twitter. It's distorting while we talk as well. Okay, well, that means it's probably a little... It's just my mic. So, I've muted mine. Baltimore, do you hear it now? It goes away when I stop talking. Yeah, the boss battle is pretty sweet. So we kind of expected that to happen. I'm going to try to fix this microphone while we go.
Yeah, I was testing there to see if that was one of these.
Drop that down a little bit. We'll see.
I figured that was a borderline unwinnable boss fight. The first fight in Souls games tend to be you can do it, but
yeah,
with enough pounding your head on it. But usually it tends to be kind of like a lesson, and there's some way to kind of circumvent the boss. Because what was it? It's one, right, where you fight that dude and you can kind of end around him with the fence in the jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you get like a sweet weapon if you take him down.
Yeah, if you take him down, you can actually do that. Looks like
Okay, you are meant to beat this guy, all right? Well,
yep. You just got to get good. Yeah.
Beat like every single boss in Sekiro.
We'll keep trying to track it down, Baltimore. Thanks for helping trying to fix that. I don't know what it would be, but who knows? We don't lock this room up, so there's tons of people in and out of here. So somebody could bump something. I'm trying to see if the board looks normal. It looks normal. Nothing there. Actions. Yeah, we'll try to track it down. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better. I turned my mic down a little bit on the game. So that's your dead body, or dead statue, or statue of your dead body. I'm not sure. Oh, you might get it. Remember, right triggers slide too. I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah. We played a lot of these. I don't know if anybody else in here has, but Dead Cells, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Surge, Neo, everything like that. We had tons of those.
Got Code Vein around the corner.
Code Vein.
Which we played the demo of, or the beta of, or whatever you want to call it.
I've got plenty of these to play that I've never finished yet. But I have tried to go through and essentially like try to clear out everything, get all the achievements for Dark Souls 3, all the DLC, Bloodborne, all the DLC, and Dark Souls 2, all the DLC, and Dark Souls.
Yeah, because you did the triple platinum, and then
that was enough to make me stop for a while.
the closest
That took like 2 months to do all those.
I got close to the platinum on Sekiro, and the only reason I didn't was by the time.
Oh yeah, we forgot Sekiro when we were talking earlier.
Oh boy,
How did we do that?
I did. The reason I don't have the platinum is because I didn't do the save in time
Gotcha.
until I realized it, and I wasn't going to replay the game after I had some of those fights. I mean, I was walking into the office, and it was like, "How was your weekend?" And I was like,
I spent one weekend.
Beat my head against the boss for like 7 hours one day. Thanks, Ape."
Yeah, they did a good job, right? Good games, though.
You know, and the real comedy of the whole thing was I hated these games for a while because my interaction with them was always if you don't know what you're getting into and you pick one of them up, any one of them, they are punishing.
Oh yeah.
So I went in thinking, oh cool, it's just a cool action game with a sword, and then I walk up to the group and it's like, dude, you can't even fight, like you just. And I think we've even talked about this on the show before. It didn't click with me until we had Sony gave away a game called Let It Die for free.
Yep.
And then you were like, we'd all downloaded it, and you were like, oh, it's like a Souls game. And then I watched you play, and you were like hiding enemies, and I was like, oh, you don't just like run into the group of 5 and just start swinging? Nope. Which, you know, it's not like Double Dragon or whatever, right?
Yeah, no, you can't. Oh, you good. You made it through. Yeah, you can't do that stuff in these. You have to, like, nip at them for hours, right? Like, or not hours, but, like, you have to nip at them and bring their health down gradually until you get to a certain level. Once you know how to do it and you get your timing down, I've seen people take... I mean, yes, we've all seen, like, people on Twitch take
like no hit,
all 3 games, never got hit, went through the entire thing... A no-hit run on every game they ever made, right?
Right.
That's pretty impressive back-to-back. Granted, you played a lot of that game. But once you get it down, like in terms of timing, you can pretty much do a lot of the damage to the boss and never really get touched.
Yeah, and then even once you kind of play through your first full game and you really get the hook, the subsequent games, I don't want to say they're easier, but they're less punishing up front because you kind of know what to expect.
You have kind of the idea of the mechanic and all that. Sorry. All this talking, man. Need some water. Yeah, I'm looking for a couple of the other examples
Of which?
of this type of game exactly right here that we're playing.
Well, on this one in particular, you already said Dead Cells.
Dead Cells.
Yeah.
That's one of them. There's also the not Aqua Teen, the Adult Swim game that I own on PS4 and I like it. I just can't remember what it is. Death Gambit. That's another one very similar to this one. Death's Gambit and this remind me of each other.
I just missed how to parry.
Is it probably B? Or maybe you have to swing at the same time? Ugh. Maybe you'll see again.
Intentionally kind of let that one go right there.
Yeah. Okay, that's basically telling you about your body. He's got good height on his jump. Oop, what was that back there? There was something that lit up.
Oh, like a door.
Key the chamber, gotcha. And this is the guy that was telling you about the parry.
No. The parry was like it should be right here. And I'm concerned they're not going to show it again.
Yep. You had a chance to learn. You chose not to. Now we punish you. Small gift. I like the whole design of it.
Yeah, I want to know what the parry is, though. Can you look that up for me? Got a parry in this?
Let me do that. How to parry. Hit the projectile back at an enemy. Know when to parry and when to dodge. Jump in, attack. Okay. Hit projectiles back at enemy. Is that it? No.
No.
That's not it. Parry input. That's what I was going to say, Baltimore. It usually requires blocking.
Until Sekiro, where it didn't.
Yeah, the design's pretty nice, Fixstar. Blasphemous Wiki Guide. I'm looking here. Maybe here.
There we go, I got it.
Oh, what was it?
You block as soon as you get hit.
Gotcha.
So you were correct.
Oh, and then you do a nice bit of damage, too.
You
like an extended damage.
You flip the parry back on him, yeah.
Got everybody going home tonight. They were here late. Ugh, look at that. There we go. Check the control layout in the menu, yeah. Oh, is that an extra life? Oh no, it's just a flying baby. You can release
Children
them.
of Moonlight. Yeah, you know, and I know it's a little bit different than some of their other games, but
Here, we'll put it full screen so everybody can see it.
I really did like the twist that they threw on Sekiro. I had a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that whole parry engagement. You know, just ruthless action. All the other ones I'd played had always been very dodge heavy. So I
Yeah, that one was pretty good. It was not.
Yeah.
It wasn't the exact model of Dark Souls, although it had a good design to it too.
Forsaken us, and my ornate throne turns its back on those who await him.
Yeah, Dead Cells is one. It's on, it's on my radar, and by the time I actually get around to playing it, the game has gotten so much content added to it that it'll be a pretty full game. This is cool. It looks good.
Yeah, I like the background.
It plays.
I see some parallax scrolling there too.
It plays similarly to Bloodstained. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting right now. Which we played here, I don't know, a couple of months ago.
Yep.
Yeah, this certainly looks very, very Bloodborne in here.
I was wondering when you were going to get to the vertical components of it. Instead of just being like a side scroller or,
Yeah.
horizontal scrolling layout.
So you've got beads, and this does what? Okay, so that piece was plus defense, it looks like.
Nice.
There are few of with devout time, but if you
What are they doing? Are they helping somebody? Or?
Yeah, there's like on...
Got it.
Yeah, this person's getting the wounds cleaned. This person's laying down on their back, and
That person's lost a leg.
Yeah. Let's see what else we're working with here.
Such a depressing type of game. In terms of like the environment. The artwork is fantastic though. I agree with you on that, Baltimore. It looks really good. Obviously, this is story components we cannot hear. You can dream about this? Yeah, a little bit.
So let's see, what's the currency you spend on this?
Well, I see blood in there. What was the other one that came out that I had told you about? Or I might have told you, or you told me. I can't remember how we did that.
Okay.
It was something Seven Sins or Sin. What was that?
It's not a 3D one. Right?
It is.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Because there was the one that was more
That we played down at PAX.
That's more of a. It's more of a Souls boss rush.
It's just a boss rush.
Yeah.
Boss rush. Boss rush. Yes.
If I had my.
It was Sin something or other. I can't think of that game because I have it. And where do I have it? I think I have it on PlayStation because it was like, it wasn't an Epic exclusive. It was a Discord exclusive.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what it was.
That's right.
And it made it to Steam now. Sins of Solar. No, that's not it. I'm looking here to see what that was called. It was a different type of game. It was actually Sinner. Yes. Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption. You can find that game on Steam, and we don't have it on our service, do we?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think so. But it's got some interesting mechanics to it because it's only bosses, essentially. Mm-hmm. And it's the bosses of the 7 deadly sins.
And then it plays like a Souls game, but it's got like a Mega Man hook to it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to beat certain it helps to... There's strategy in beating certain bosses before other bosses.
Yes.
But what I'm told is you can beat every boss from the beginning.
Okay. Oh, those dudes are bad.
Sinner Sacrifice. That's the one, Baltimore. Yep. it was a different way of looking at doing a Dark Souls game for sure.
Yeah, because we were talking to the dev when they were demoing it off, and my recollection is we had to play on a controller that we weren't used to.
Yeah.
So I think it was like we had to play on the Steam control, and we were so used.
It was tough.
We were so used to playing it on an Xbox or a PlayStation control.
Steam controllers are not the greatest controller if you have never used one.
Yeah.
If you use one and you get some time in with it and you kind of
Right.
tailor it and you go in and download the profiles for each game that people make and, you know, making improvements on, the controller becomes really impressive. But
Highly customizable.
you have to like put the effort in to want to play with that thing.
So just pick up and play and try to figure out the game at PAX.
It doesn't work that well, yeah.
Yeah.
A 360 controller is probably the best controller for anybody to just pick up and grab.
And then even when you're playing one of these types of games, where Souls-like, I guess we will call them.
Yeah, roguelike, Souls-like, yeah.
You know, it's even like even when I was playing Code Vein, where it's still I'm just kind of like, okay, like I really need to move all these buttons, and I'll just be like right at home with this.
Yeah, they do need and I think you're talking about the Steam controller, a version 2. They need to make it without the touchpads, or include a second analog stick where you have the choice. Because the combination of the touchpad and the analog stick does not feel right.
Right.
And you really have to toy with that touchpad to make it to where it feels like it works like an actual analog stick. To where your character will just keep turning around instead of just swiping the touchpad. He swipes a little bit, or she swipes just a little bit to the left or right, and then you got to keep swiping really fast and you keep turning. That's kind of where that controller breaks down a little bit. But I do know a lot of people that love it, so I can't argue with them either because I've tried the game. It's pretty impressive. Or I've tried the controller. I own a bunch of them. And when you get them on the right settings and all that, it becomes super impressive.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing that messes with me is I've tried bringing other controllers over to PC.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I predominantly, whenever I play on PC, I'll use an Xbox One because the control tends to be mapped to that.
Yep.
I prefer the PlayStation control, but you get through this thing where you look down and it's like, press A, and then it's like, well, even though you know where the whole thing is mapped, it's a little tougher to play with a PlayStation controller on PC. So it's like Steam controller, mouse and keyboard, or the Xbox controller.
Oh, look at that. Totally different environment. Oh, now you can jump onto wood and like what, stay on there, hang on it?
Yeah, you can throw your knife into it.
Yeah, I like this. This is a good-looking game.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Fixstar, have a good night. Thank you for stopping in, as always. We'll talk to you another time. Do you want to...
I was just going to say, yeah, it might be a
probably jump from here? You just
reasonable stopping point. You saw a boss. You saw a couple environments.
Yep.
I'm going to move a couple more screens, see if we see anything.
Different enemies.
Interesting.
Couple different enemies there. Oh, now this becomes a jumping puzzle. Oh, can you jump over to their ledge?
I was trying
Oh,
to...
there's a door. Just go straight. That'll teach him for throwing things. Oh. Nice.
We'll get through one more.
Oh, now you get some snow animation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. He's got a little bit of power. Nice. this, a Bloodborne run? Oh. Nice moves.
That's how we do it.
Graveyard of the Peaks.
So yeah, this is this is a cool little game.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
They've done a good job with it.
The only reason I don't personally go jump on something like this is just
It's the amount of time
the games I've already bought I haven't finished. It's just embarrassing.
I know what you're saying.
It's getting embarrassing.
Well, let's call it good here.
Cool.
Let me switch over. We'll get the other game up and running. We're going to do a little bit of Unrailed. Unrailed is a little bit different style of a game. It's couch co-op, really, is what it is. And it's like Overcooked, if you've ever played Overcooked. But in this game, you actually flip it over, and it's putting train track down and getting a train from point A to point B. So that's what this one's like. So let's go ahead and get out of here. I think this was the game. Let's close that down. We're doing some of the work in the background here. Here's Unrailed. We can use controller.
Yep.
And this is from our friends over at Daedalic. Oops, I think I started the exact same game up. I did. Because that was Team 17. Is that right? Now let's try it. No, go away. There's Unrailed. So Unrailed comes from us, from our friends over at Daedalic. It's got a lot of interesting components to it. So here, I'm going to flip us back onto the game cam. You have a controller, I have a controller. And we're going to try to jump in and see if Baltimore can play with us.
Okay.
So press A on yours. Okay. And let's go to start game.
Got the black shirt here. Suppose that's fitting.
Play tutorial. Stand here. I think we can skip this though, because I can teach you as we go. It's not really that bad. Maybe not. Okay, so you're gonna get a chance to see the actual tutorial. I'm the brown little character. Welcome to tutorial. Try moving your character. Yep, we've done that. Go faster, pressing B. Craft new track, pressing A. So we got to get the hatchet to take down the wood. Grab the wood and put it in the train. Now we'll do the pickaxe to get the rock. So it kind of has that like, oh, it looks a little bit like Minecraft syndrome, but it's not. And it's not trying to be either. It's just the way it is. I did see that session ID, Baltimore, so we'll throw that in there. Thanks. Grab the track, place the track in front of the train. And essentially, that's it. This will teach us how to build a little bridge. Grab this, chop up the tree. Grab the wood. Build a bridge. Now you can put railroad track over top that. Or you can walk across it. So sometimes you have to build them to be able to get across something. Sometimes you have to build them just to be able to get the track across.
How did you build that?
You just grab that wood and walk over there towards the water. There you go.
I'm sorry, I thought we were still putting wood in the box.
Nope. So then, yeah, you'll drop that in, grab your track, and just throw it on there. All right. I think that was it. Oh, no, one more thing. We've got to get the water because the train will get hot. So you've got to be able to get the water over here, fill up the water in the river just by holding it, and then toss it in where it's burning. Oh, I gotta wait for you. So we just got to fill up water enough to put out all the fires. And last one. That's it. Train takes off, does its thing. Okay, I think that was the end of the tutorial, because it's pretty short. Now we're going to play online. And we're going to go to a private lobby. Or, wait, create private lobby, join private lobby. Session ID. Give me a second, I just got to grab the session ID here. It was sent to me. Baltimore Actual, who's in chat, is going to be playing with us.
Sorry.
And he is going to be hosting the game. So let's see here. Just got to log in. So it is M9 JUB. Okay, and we can walk over here. It should throw us all in there. Yep, there's 3 of us. There's Baltimore, he's the dinosaur. You can even throw some emotes out there. If you really want to. I think you can also change your appearance. Well, you found out how to do it.
X and Y. What's the emote wheel?
Oh, it doesn't really matter. I was just saying you can throw them out at any time. I'm going to play Indiana Jones. What do we want to do? Go ahead and pick, Baltimore. You tell us what you want to play. We're going to do a quick, easy. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Quick, easy. Get Brooks a little familiar with it. We played this all night Monday, and then again
That's
on
what
Tuesday.
You were saying when I got in here, yeah.
It was pretty fun. It was a good time. It's good. It's a good game, and these games are really fun. So here's the train. Here's the area. The train station is all the way down here. So we got to get to this. And these guys wandering around, you kind of try to get rid of them because they'll steal stuff. And then the cows, they just stare at the wall. So, all right, train's moving. I'm going to start making track. So you have to drop the stuff in. Lay down some track. We're building some more track. Get some water while we're at it. Move the water closer to here.
What should I be doing with this wood that I get?
Grab it and throw it in the little bucket in there. Yep. Same thing with the steel or the iron. I'm going to take it over here and then...
So,
we go
so
down.
it reminds me a little bit of there's this N64 game that Rare made.
Oh, yeah.
Called
We
Blasphemous.
were talking about this.
And there's a mission inside of the game where basically the way that it works is there's a runaway tank with a nuke on the back.
Yep.
And it's kind of the same thing of don't let anything get in the way. And by
Bucket here. Whoops. So you can see it's on fire. We got to put the fire out.
I'm kind of being the wood guy right now.
There we go. Fire's out. I'm going to put the track down. These cows keep getting in the way. We can move the cows if we must. I'll try to get them all back here. I've never seen this many cows, really.
I was just axing the cow. What was the problem with that?
You can do that.
Yeah.
The cows are, can be made into processed meats.
I'm pro meat.
You're pro meat. Go after them.
Pro meat. Get out
Somebody's got the hatchet. You need to go cut some trees.
I was kind of busy
I know,
cutting
I see you.
cow.
We saw you were having fun taking it out on the cow. Okay, I'm going to grab some of these. And in the endless mode, so there's a couple different modes. We can do endless, we can do these short ones,
Okay.
or you can do verses. We've never done the verses one yet. But the endless... Uh-oh. You got the water? He's got the water. The endless allows you to keep going, and you find these bolts. Oh, I can't grab anything until you put it out. Yep.
Where'd you get the bucket?
It was on the ground when we started. Grab the railing, the railing, the railing. There we go. There we go. Good save, good save. There we go. Now we gotta take it. So we gotta be on this side so we don't lock ourselves out. I can't get the railing until you put the fire out. There we go. Out of the way. There we go. We're almost there. So you get the feel for it now, I take it.
I get the general hook of it.
Yeah. Now the gray, you can't big that. It's only the browns. Okay, I think we're pretty good. I'll hit a little bit more wood here and we should be done.
I need a piece of track.
Track's being built. More track. So you want to start like working it up so it goes up towards the thing, to the station. So I guess put that one right on top. There you go. Oh, right on top. Right on. Oh. One more.
Don't got one more to put.
Yeah, we can't do anything until we get that. I'm coming with the wood. The last piece. Yeah, that little boost helps sometimes too if you need it. Oh no! Don't let it fail. Oh, we still can't get the track. I think we failed it right at the end. Oh. Deficient team. Okay. Let's so we get the idea though in it. So that was easy. We couldn't even get past that. So congrats to us.
Yep.
Yep. Failure 101. So now I think probably what we'll want to do is maybe an endless one.
Okay.
To see if we can start, because that's where it really gets fun. The game is in early access, so it does not have everything
story
finished
mode or
yet.
a campaign
Yes.
or yeah.
It will have that. But at this point, it does not have that.
What does seed mean?
Seed, just you can change what the world looks like. You can like randomly like throw a bunch of letters and numbers together and get a different outcome.
I'm like,
I'll throw it on full screen so everybody
stuck.
can see it. Oh, you got stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Hit some keys on the keyboard.
So essentially, it's going to kick us back. Oops.
Okay. There we go. I'm good.
There we go. Yep. So we're in easy or endless, medium. We can do medium. Doesn't matter. Medium's fine. A dinosaur. He doesn't believe it. So that's full screen. So now you get to see everything that's going on. I think you could see it before, but we were kind of in the way. So train's going to start. It's going to start heading, and now we'll just keep breaking stuff until we get to it. And I don't know if you can see it, but up in the right-hand corner
Like
is
a
a little
yellow
gold thing. It's got a bolt. If we can get that bolt, then we get an extra upgrade on our train for the
Okay.
next round, kind of thing.
I think we're about to fail.
No, we got track here. We'll be all right. Now, this is the trick. You can start bringing the train back this way,
Right.
so you don't have to, like, rush yourself. Put that there. I'm going to start gathering. So we have this. There we go. We'll bring it around once we have this done. Now, the one thing you can't let laying around are the tools, because if the train really starts to move off, like the screen gets pulled to the right, we can't do anything because we won't have the
you
tools.
mentioned that, yeah. The
Yeah.
tools sort of get left behind.
Oh, there's the bucket. Oh, let me grab that. You guys handle that stuff. Oh, I can't get to the water. Where's the axe? The axe, the axe, the axe. Somebody got the axe? Oh, Baltimore's got the axe. Ugh. Always something. Yeah, some of these seeds, like, they really... really put it to you where you can't do something. Okay, I'm going to try to put out this one because this makes the stuff. Okay. Ah, no.
Does the brown bin only hold a certain number of...
Yes, but you can upgrade that. So as we go through the game, we'll be able to upgrade it to whatever we want. Okay, I'm going to start on the hatcheting. You guys keep bringing it over this way. I'll clear the path and make the track where we can take it across. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there's definitely some overcooked.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not heavy. It's not like they were trying to copy the model exactly.
No,
like you said, it's got a little bit of Blast Corps in it.
That's what I...
Which makes it fun. Okay, now we can kind of bring the train through this way. And the train station's right in front of me, so we'll be on the right direction. But if we want to get that bolt, we'd have to go tear down some of the stuff.
The overcooked comparison comes from you get in everyone's way.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and it's 4-player, so you're running around. The train catching on fire, you know, the restaurant was on fire. Okay, that should be enough wood for us. I built us a decent size thing. You guys just build your way across. I'm going to try to go get this bolt. I don't know if we'll make it. Okay, cool. Here's the one thing if you need it. Alright.
What's the stack? What's this giant stack right here?
What stack?
Next to the train, this thing that I'm right next to? This highlights?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's just a stack of wood you can grab.
Got it.
Yeah, I took it because I need to make a bridge up here. There we go. Here's some more stuff. Alright, I'll be able to get the bolt if you guys can just get the train to the... Don't put the last piece in until I get the bolt, though, because you might beat me to the end. Because that's when the train just kind of finishes the level, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We're almost there. Okay, I got it. Alright, cool. We got that. So lay the track and finish it up. There's the axe. Do we need more stone? Might need just a hair. Somebody printing?
Who's still here?
I don't know. There's one more piece. Okay, cool. It's the ghost machine. Alright. So now we have 2 bolts. Now there's a challenge also in this where if the challenges can be like one of you only use the hatchet, one of you only use the pickaxe the whole time, and you get like a bolt for those types of challenges too.
So I want to make it so we can hold more material.
Yeah, so that's what Baltimore just did. So this thing will actually hold a little bit more now.
Cool. We're already on
and he upgraded this so it's a little bit faster.
Okay.
So should be better. Let's see. All right. I'll put us back on some screen here so we can interact. Okay.
Where's the hatchet? Oh, he's already got it.
I'm just going to lay some of this down right now because it looks like we're going straight and then to the north.
Let's clear that tree so I can get some of the rock.
Which tree? Sorry. Oh, yeah, Baltimore's got it, looks like. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit straight, and then we'll take it up from here. Yeah, grab as much rock as you can. Nice. Oh, I keep doing that. You can also plot paths for people. We figured this out. I think Baltimore did. If you're not talking on a microphone and nobody can hear each other,
Okay.
you can kind of say, hey, we want to go this direction. There's a key for it and all that. Okay, one, and then we'll start going up this way. This. Okay, yeah, oh, there we go. And then it starts to get dark.
Great.
Also, when it's also funny enough, when it's raining, your train can't catch on fire.
Okay.
So that's a benefit to the rain, kind of thing. But we're leaving our bucket behind, so I gotta go get that for us here in a minute. There's more track. Oh shit! I didn't want to go that way. Nope. No, that's fine. We can go back. We'll buy ourselves some time. We'll go back this way. I'm gonna go get this bucket. Just so we have it. Put it up here. Yeah, bring it. There we go, Baltimore. Yep. Okay, we're flush with train. Oh, there's a piece of stuff in the road. We're going to want to build a little bit of wood bridge so we have room. Ah, wrong thing. There we go. There. Now we got a footpath. Still haven't seen where we're going. Maybe we can... Looks like we're going to be going through those woods. Yeah, we're going to need wood. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, we can come down this way. I just killed that duck. Or whatever was standing in the way. Oh, there it is. Yep. We'll be able to go across. We need the pickaxe. Oh, sorry, here. Oh, I can't go. You're going to have to go back. The train's going to block us off.
I can't build anymore.
I know. Here, let me come over this way. Shoot. Try to get across there. Ah! We got stuck. Baltimore's got it. There's your bridge. Lay your track. Nice. I'll get the water bucket. Okay. We've got... Oh, now... Okay, good. We can still get across here. Bring that track. Oh, we don't have any track. We don't have any track. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Oh, God. Oh, just in time. Start bringing it north so we can... There we go. Crisis averted. Okay, sorry. Getting in everybody's way.
Thank you for apologizing. I was just sitting there thinking, I was like, he's in the way again.
He's doing it again.
Ooh, little close here.
Yeah, we're getting close, so... We're good, though, if we can keep it going. Here's a bunch of rock. I'll clear this out. Baltimore's got the wood. The train's on fire. Let's grab it. Oh, nothing's ever easy. Okay, cool. We don't need this thing any longer. He's got that going. We do need some wood.
I don't have any wood right now. It's over.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Ah!
Well, it's kind of funny because it's like the more people you add, the more help you get, but the more in the way you are. So
Yeah,
it's
it
like
does-
it's
it
like
does
one
both.
of these more.
Yep.
More is not always better.
We have tried it with 2,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of manageable. But then they start really like putting it to you, and it becomes that much more difficult. So
Okay.
and we've had 4, which is the max. 4 was kind of hectic, but we could still like try to get things around and all that.
Because 3, we've got everybody can man a tool, a bucket,
Yeah.
the axe,
Yep.
and the pick.
Yep.
4, I mean, right there we had, there was a couple bends there that were looking a little dicey.
Yeah. Yeah, we were a little close. So we're going to do another endless on easy. Baltimore was saying we need more wood. It's a fun game, though. It definitely has the right components to it. Okay, I'm going to go get some water. The hard thing becomes, like, if you can't see where you're going. That's like, there are certain cars that'll add, like, fog lights almost to it and things like that. So when the fog comes, you have a way to see. Oop, I grabbed the wrong thing. You have a way to see, like, what's going on. So there are, like, other carts that you can add in that give you extra benefits. But the rain is nice. I don't know if there's any detriment to the rain. I don't think there is.
What are some of the other modifiers you've run into so far?
Rain, fog, darkness, light. There are different biomes. We didn't really mess around with those. So you have to get different trains to go to different biomes.
Okay.
So there could be like a desert, so your train might catch on fire more often or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but... let's see. Oh, I see the bolt down there. Okay, I'm going to start bringing this guy north now. And it does seem like the train speeds up at points. Let's see. Oh, Baltimore's going after it. I'll get that. Boom, got it. Okay, track. Yep. Now I'm sure there's a way, like experts that run like what would you think? Like task management?
Right.
Could like just take this and go to town with it.
Right.
But,
Absolutely.
yeah. We're all lower level task managers. Although we do a lot of task management throughout the day.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's bring her back this way. I think we're going to be good on resources here, but I'm going to cut down the remainder of these little trees here. Just for some extra wood. It's always filling up that cart. Once you get that cart upgraded, though, you can have like essentially enough to have 2 of these production carts running, full blast, and have like 6
Pumping out 6.
Yeah, at a time. And I think you can even go higher than that. I don't know. We haven't been able to make it that far, but I think you can. Oops, I've got something going on. I was carrying 2 things. That's not supposed to be. Oops, we need to make that go down. Can we grab that piece? I guess it didn't really matter. We need one piece.
We were cornering it.
Yeah. One piece. There we go. Alright, so now it's the decision time. Do we want... So if we grab this one will make another set of track. So you can have 2 sets of track being made. This one is to light up the darkness. This one is increase the efficiency stuff.
I'm of the opinion we make it so we can keep stacking materials in.
Oh, you're thinking like upgrades? Yep. We'll go with that. Baltimore threw that down. So it's going to... No, if you want to go with that, Baltimore, we can try it. Yeah. Oh. So do one in each cart. Yeah. Cool.
What I was just giving him shit. So.
And that's the one where you get into the Old West. All right. Now, I'm just going to prep the water can. We'll stick it up here because it looks like we're going to be staying up on the north side here. Okay, there's some extra wood over here. Grab this extra stone. Looks like we're just kind of going straight. Keep your eye out for the bolt.
Bottom right corner.
Yep. Nice. Our water can. There you go. It's already filled. Oh, you were refilling. Oh, we're just going straight. We don't even have to take it down this way. I guess we can if we want to slow it down. I'm gonna work our way. How do we get to this thing? We gotta go down and then build across, it looks like. I'll just make you guys some firewood. And then I'll need the pickaxe down here, Baltimore. Here's how you can take it from them. Oh, if you run into them, you can take it from them.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to build... Yeah, you guys just take it towards the station. We'll be able to get this bolt. Here's some iron, too, if you need it.
That was probably poor placement. How do you make those? How do you make those bridges?
Just by grab some pieces of wood. There you go.
Oh no!
Like this. You got it. Throw it in there. There we go. I'll go get some stone. We're good.
We are a little close on this one.
Ah, you got it. Nice. And we got the bolt. Ah, that fog rolled in though. So now we just got to work our way around here. Let's start.
Yeah, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Great.
We can't get to it. Well, it's out anyhow. Nice. You did it. This is what sucks when you can't produce any more track when they're on these things. Can I get to it? Yes, just in time. But then you can't get to the track. Let's see. Any more?
I'm just doing the long way around.
Okay, I've got the track down here. Yep, lay your piece. I'm gonna send it this way.
I'm going for wood. I don't know if we need that axe.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
I don't see any more stone.
Plenty of stone, yeah. There we go. Plenty of resources being produced, let's say that. Yeah, there you go. Oop, it didn't lay right. Whatever was wrong there. There we go. There. All right, 2 bolts.
You pick.
Yeah,
Are they randomized each time?
they randomize them each time.
Got
so-
it. Okay.
What's this one? This is the increase your strength for every animal you bring by. We've never really tried that one, so I'm fine with it. We take this one.
I liked it. I mean, I can just keep stacking.
Yeah, let's keep stacking then.
Pass to the other side.
Yeah, that one you can go through because it's a ghost car.
Oh. Okay.
We've never had that one either. So I don't know exactly how that would work for us. All right. Back in action. This is the way you do tasks. Now, the bolt, I see it. It's probably going to be, you have to build a couple bridges. It is. But at least we got like the laser printer of like track builders. I don't know if you noticed that. It's upgraded to like a laser printer.
Oh, I didn't even. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
pretty quick. Okay, cool. There's stone, there's wood. I'm going to work our way over here to get this bolt. Get rid of this tree. Alright. You've got your pickaxe. You want to come over here and start chopping away
At.
at that brown...
Oh, is that where we're going?
Well, no, where you're going to get the bolt. How's that sound?
Oh, okay.
There we go. We got some track built. Oh, it's on fire.
We just need to go pick it up. We don't have to take the train there.
Right.
Got it.
Where is our bucket at? Oh, I see it. I see it now. I'm gonna go put this over on this side. Alright, we got some thieves up here, marauders.
I'm gonna need some wood in this bridge situation.
Okay. I can chop some wood. Plenty of wood for you.
Need a couple more pieces. You guys keep doing your thing.
Yep. The Cretans over there stealing. Okay, we need a little bit more wood. Oh, Baltimore's taking care of them. You got the bolt?
Yep.
Sweet. Nice job.
I see what you're saying about the laser printer.
Yeah. It's what it looks like to me when it's doing its thing. Ah, I keep hitting that button. Like when I press down on the left stick, it makes the, it like makes it... Oh,
I got the bucket.
that's right here. I got it. We're right next to it. Oh, we need that hatchet, sorry. Ooh, before it closes, good. Good, good. Ooh.
We don't have any rock.
Oh, we got some back this way.
Yeah.
We need some wood. Who's got the axe? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah!
Really? Oh, darn.
We were so close. It was a good try, though. We got... I think the max we've made it is like 90 meters.
Okay.
Or 100 meters. 110 is what it was. All right, let's give it another... let's see. We can probably do one more swing, I think. Yep. That'll probably work out. Ah, shoot. Okay. One more swing at endless if everybody's good for that. So what do you think so far?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'd be curious kind of what more of the level modifiers are, the modifiers to building your train. You could do some really fun stuff with...
See if we can get one more to join us.
You could do some fun stuff with weather, whether it's... I mean, it's just... I mean, I could see them throwing ice into here. You can throw lightning into here. So there's a lot you can do with weather.
Yep.
There's a lot you can do with temperature.
There is a roadmap for the game. It's in early access right now. So we have the game available. Baltimore threw the link in chat. The game's available right now for $16.99. Does that sound about right? Or $19.99?
Yes,
$16.99. And there's we got a random. Okay. With a sombrero. Sweet. There's a supporters pack that comes that you can buy with it. And that is priced at like $4.99 or $5.99?
Yeah, I believe it's $5.99. You get like a skin and something else.
Oh, we're going to do a versus? I guess we're doing a versus, okay.
I don't know how that works.
We haven't tried it. I haven't seen it. So, so it's basically a race. Okay, cool. Sweet. Where's our tools? Oh, they're up here. Get this bucket out of the way.
Okay. I'll start on some resources here, I suppose.
Yep. Now, it's got some extra stuff. I don't even know what this stuff is. Whoa, that train sped up all of a sudden.
I saw that.
I wonder if it's because they're building down there.
Like a Tetris attack.
Yeah, that's what it kind of seems like. Okay. That's pretty funny. Now this could be fun. I've never seen this component in anything like this, so... Maybe it's in Overcooked? I don't know. What does this do? I don't know what that does. There's 3 track on here if you need those. Oh! They did something. They blew up our resources. Or they gave us free resources. I don't know what that was. Oh,
I got it.
Need that bucket, yeah. Nice. Okay, I gotta move this up here.
Do a preemptive fill on that.
Yeah, that's what I always end up doing. Okay, I've got to go further to get some resources here. Oh, they're throwing things at us that are killing us. It's like dynamite. Oh, here I come. Parachuting. Oh, there we go. Knock this out so we can build track. There you go.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're good. We'll get some more wood resources for us.
You want to grab that axe on your way back over here?
I'll get it. Okay, got that. Did that again. See that? Puts like down those little markers. Yeah, this is kind of neat with the versus mode. Okay.
Yeah, our buddy Ed Maynard was works at they make the Farpoint games, the VR games.
Oh, that's I know who you're talking
spacing
about.
on it.
Yeah.
He was really good at Tetris Attack.
Oh, is this when you guys worked at
Back at NOA way back in the day.
like Nintendo?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna start on this stuff over here. Got that. Drop that. Oh, the trees are the finite resource here at the end. Oh, they've almost got it, though. I think they got it for the win here in a second. Yep. Good job, guys. Nice. That was fun.
Yeah, interesting.
It's definitely different than what all the other game is. You kind of seen it. You've basically seen, if you've watched the whole thing, you've basically seen like every way you could have
Right.
the event. Oh yeah, there they are. Team Yellow wins. Very nice. Thank you guys for joining us. That was fun. Yep. Wait, why can't I do an emote? I don't know why. There it is. All right. But I think that's good for tonight. We're actually going to have to cut the stream a little bit short here. We've got some other things that got pressing. Thank you, Baltimore, for playing. It was a really good time, and thanks to the random person that showed up in the sombrero. We had a good time with it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you'll notice, you guys can't see that on here. He's trying to push us onto the reconfig screen. Because you can, like, push people over there. We had to do that to Sarah the other night. Like, keep pushing her over because she had to go
She like walked away
take care of her
for a
son, and we
second,
were
yeah.
like pushing her around, Scott and Baltimore and I. So I think we're going to call it here, but we had a great time. That was really fun. I like Blasphemous. I liked getting a chance to play a little bit more on Rail.
Yeah. A couple cool brand new games.
All of these games are in the link, or linked in the chat, and then you can find them on the front page of WildTangent.com
Yep.
for probably the next 24 hours.
Yep.
And then if you, within the next few hours before midnight, you can get Blasphemous for like $10 off if you're a Wild member on Wild Tangent. So it's actually the cheapest that I can see in the market right now. So, but both great games. We appreciate everybody for being here. We hope that if you liked what you saw, you subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That also helps. And then otherwise, we will see you here next week. And we'll be playing like a whole brand new set of games because we've always got new games coming in. I know that we didn't even get a chance to get to GTA this week, Grand Theft Auto, or Mafia 3, or Mafia 2, or Mafia 1.
Yep, that's up. We have so many. We have more games in our pocket than we have time to play.
Yeah.
So.
And we can't really just throw them into the market without like kind of giving them a proper introduction here on the Weekly Tangent. So, and we did tell Donna that we were going to try to play WWE games next week. So that might be what we end up playing is a WWE game for sure.
Trip down memory lane.
We can sit around and talk. But thank you, folks. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. But if you got anything, send it to us on Twitter. Hit us up on any of the social media, and we'll try to respond. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Easy.
See ya.